Hey, what's up? This is Grimcity. It's another slightly noisy day outside of the Grimcity compound. We are here to do a review on a deck from Open Skateboards. This is an 8.25 Penswood. We went over that in a preview review. One of the things that I had mentioned that's unique about this board is that it's silk screened. This graphic is not like most other graphics in the way that it's applied to the deck. Most boards, the graphics are created using a heat transfer method, where a graphic is created, whether it's in Adobe Photoshop or Illustrator, and usually on a canvas of 9 inches by 33. If it's in Photoshop, you'd create that image at 300 dpi dots per inch. When you're using Illustrator, you don't really have to worry about resolution because it's a vector program and it's not resolution dependent, meaning you can create a very small image in Adobe Illustrator and enlarge it as big as you want because it's completely scalable and will never pixelate because the image is made of vectors and not pixels. I could go into that to much greater detail, but if you would like to research the subject of on your own, I would look up raster images. That's R-A-S-T-E-R. Raster basically refers to every bitmap style image. That could be .bmp, .jpeg, .gif, .pn. PSD is also a raster format. There's a ton, and whereas on the vector side you might see the Flash Player, the SWF format, Adobe Illustrator files, which are .ai, as well as the encapsulated PostScript file, which is .eps. If you were to start your own company, or you needed to find out what your print shop requires of you, if they say they want an EPS or an AI file, then they probably want you to create your graphic in an Adobe Illustrator type program, meaning if you drew something on paper, you'd probably want to bring it into your computer and trace it. Now, if alternatively they say they have a digital press, that lets you get away with it in Photoshop, and you can use tons of colors on a digital press. Now, the quality of the print may not be so good if they go with a digital press, but there's kind of a back and forth, because on the digital press you can get away with a lot more, and you get a lot more mixes of colors, and you can make things photorealistic. With the other hand, when you use vector images, they look a lot smoother. There won't be, I don't know, there's something about it. They won't look blurry. Sometimes we see a lot of low resolution raster images on skateboards, and they look kind of blurry and kind of messed up, and vector images never really do that. But anyway, this is a single color, and obviously it's a single color that's applied to this pink background, but this is actually reminiscent of the way most graphics were done back in the 80s, and a lot of people like to have a screen printed board over a heat transfer board, because what happens is the more color you lay on these, what happens, they break these into plates, or different screens for each color. So they might lay down this white, and they then lay down yellow, and then they lay down red, and they lay down black ink. And what that does is it creates layers of ink, and so the more you slide on it, the more the ink starts to spread around, and it makes your board a little bit slicker for a while, whereas a heat transfer tends to just buff off. As mentioned in an earlier video, we're also going to review art on Grip Griptape, and this is Griptape that you can find at artongrip.com, and their big deal is they have a whole bunch of images that you can choose from, over 300, and you can also send them your own images, and this really goes back into what we were just talking about. They can apparently take photo or images that you might have rendered in Photoshop or even the GIMP, and you can get custom grip tape. But I gotta tell you, tactily speaking, it feels just like clear grip tape. It feels just like other graphic grip tapes that I've felt, and what I mean to say is that the grip tape feels like regular grip tape that's been skated down for about 2 or 3 weeks. It's a little bit smoother. It doesn't have that firm hang that a grippy grip that a brand new grip tape would have. But anyway, it's pretty interesting looking, and gonna put this on the deck and hopefully put it on straight, because I do really crappy grip tape jobs. We are also going to be looking at some wheels, and these are some 52mm Austyn's Almonds. These are the Austyn Gillette Pro Model wheels for small wheels. That's SML for small, so smlwheels.com. And their saying is, SML, these wheels do not suck. If you think they do, holler at us and we'll make them not suck. It's a loose guarantee. And these were given to me by James Craig. You might know him from Blind Skateboards. And this is his company, and he's one of the people involved in this company. And looking at the wheel, I can say that it looks like probably some sort of treated urethane, like something maybe with something plasticine in it to help it make it flat spot resistant. But there's also, as you can tell, there's a plastic core in there. And usually what cores are for is if you have any significant warpage in the wheel, a core will help protect your bearings from getting warped. Even the hardest wheel, if we were to look at it super slow motion and up close, you would notice that hard impacts will make a wheel flatten out. And I'm not talking about flat spots, but I'm actually talking about will deform the wheel. And that's why if you look at a lot of their like longboard wheels and mountain wheels, like really soft wheels, almost all of them have a hard core in them. And that's because the urethane warps so easily that they need to put something in there to protect the bearings, so that the bearings don't really get crushed from the impact of or not the impact of a landing in their case, but they don't get crushed from the extreme warpage that the wheel goes through. And bearings can only take so much. You know, they're not really designed to be indestructible. So, you know, they're they're machined to perfection. So it could be easy to destroy a bearing. So it's going to be kind of fun to check these out. And not for the purpose of review, because I've been riding these anyway. I am riding a set of Thunder Hololites, which I've really been enjoying the hell out of them. And for bearings, I am riding Powell Swiss 6s, and it's the first time I've ever ridden a 6-ball. So yeah, so far those have been great. And yeah, that's the deal there. Gonna set it up, take a look, and then go skate this thing. Let's go.
Alright, let's give it everything we've got. Ready? Begin.
Artificial amateurs aren't it all amazing? Analytically, I assault, animate things. Broken barriers bounded by the bomb beat. Buildings are broken, basically I'm bombarding. Casually create catastrophes, casualties canceling. Cats got their canopies collapsing. Detonate a diamond tank, data doing dope. Demonstrations, Don Dada on the down low. Eating other editors with each and every energetic, epileptic episode. Elevated etiquette, furious, fat, fabulous, fantastic. Flurries of funk felt feeding the fanatics. Gift got great, global goods gone glorious. Hitting God in this game with the glorious. Hit 'em high, hella hype, historical. Hey, Holocaust names, hear 'em holler at your homeboy. Imitators idolize, I intimidate. In an instant, I'll rise in an irate state. Juiced on my jams like Jerry Crows, jocking joints justly. It's just me writing my journals. Kindly, I'm kindling all kinds of cake on. Karate kick type Prince in my game. Let me live a long life, lyrically lessons is learn lame louses, just lose to my lyric. My makes marvelous moves, master. What I've mastered. Niggas nap knowing I'm nice, naturally. Never lack, make noise nationally. Operation, opposition, all back, optional. Out of sight, out of mind, widening opticals, perfected poems. Powerful punchlines, following petty powder puffs in my prime. Right, keep quiet as quantum. Quarters are not a quarter of we gotta really go reps. Rising up rapidly, riding with some radio activity. Super scientific, sound certified. Silencing, biceps, tails, talented, too tough. Take that, challengers, get a tune up. Universal, unique, untouched, unadulterated, the raw uncut. Place victorious ballad, violate odds that are vain, make them vanish. While I'm all well, what a wise word, slip, just weaving up words, weed it up. My X-radiation goes for hard, X-height letters, xylophone tones, yellow back, neck, mouth, young ones, y'all. Yesterday's long yard, sell I yawn. Zigzag zombie, zoom into the scene, zero limits, results from C-Lots.
Good. Can you say it fast?
Hey, how you doing?
Haven't I told y'all not to skate on this property before?
I've never spoken with you in my life, sir.
Okay. I own the building.
Okay.
You're not allowed to do anything what you're doing.
Really quick summary here. I'm gonna tell you that I expected a lot from Open Skateboards because it is Penswood, as mentioned before, and the board pulled through just great. The board is an 8.25. It didn't feel that wide. It actually felt almost like a 7.75 because it was real poppy, really reactive, very responsive to the tricks I wanted to do with it. It was solid as hell, very forgiving because, you know, I don't land on bolts. I'm landing with my feet on the tail and, you know, almost focusing the board on some tricks. The board really pulled it off, and it took the abuse that I was able to give it and handle it just fine. It's still excellent and very skatable. The wheels, super fun. I had thought that I flat spotted them for a second, but I didn't. I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. The wheels are skinnier than what I normally ride. So if you're a real tech skater, or if you just like skinny wheels, then, you know, maybe take a look at small wheels. I think you'll appreciate them. For a 52mm wheel, these things were pretty fast. And I've got to say, with the durometer, they felt like they were between maybe a 99 and 100. They didn't have the STF plasticine feeling that I thought they would. They actually do have a nice little bark to them when you want to do that. You're not going to slip out when you're skating a skate park, as we did. Really, I don't know what else to say. They're a fun wheel. If you're kind of experimenting with some of your purchases and your components for your skateboard, you know, SML or small wheels is probably something you're going to want to check out. With the grip tape, I'm sorry, but I really, you know, to me it looks cool, but it feels horrible, and there's just not enough grip on these. When I started skating this board, I was wearing cup soles, and I felt like I was slipping and sliding all over the place with this thing. When I wore my vulcanized soles, for the rest of the time that I skated this thing, I felt better, but the stuff, it almost has like a, I don't know, a soggy feeling to it. And also, I gotta say that the pieces of the grip tape kept chipping off, and really, you shouldn't be able to take pieces of your grip tape off. And, you know, I was getting chips of it onto my wheels, and then I would start to get the machine gun brrr effect, thinking I was thinking that I had flat spotted the wheels, when in fact it was just poor quality grip tape. So it looks cool, but if you are looking for a grip tape that will perform well, don't recommend Austyn Grip from AustynGrip.com. But anyway, that's going to be it for this review. Thank you yet again for watching a whole bunch of me rambling and skating. The next video is going to be about the signature hat that I'm wearing between me and Flat Fitty. And the next skate review that we're going to do is going to be on the P2 technology, thanks to Jamie Thomas over at Black Box Distribution. But for now, I want to thank Austyn Grip, and I want to thank Open Skateboards, and I want to thank SML Wheels for providing everything that we were able to take a look at today. And sorry the grip tape didn't work out, but you know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Thanks again, and hopefully you can go skate. I know a lot of you are probably snowed in, and if you are snowed in, then just keep the faith, because that snow's gonna melt. Peace.